is my intention by signing below to expressly assume all risk of personal injury, death, or property damage upon myself. Alright, well here goes nothing. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I missed you guys. I went MIA recently because college, it got hard. I'm taking my midterms. I've been taking them for like 3 weeks. Anyways, today I have a very exciting video for you guys for my GLP program, my global leadership program. We went on a little retreat, so I learned a lot of things about it from it. I can't speak, I'm tired. I learned a lot of things from it, so I'm here to share with you guys because I think they're very important, and hopefully if anyone's interested in business and leadership, this will help you out, or just like in general, just learn how to become a better human being. So yeah, so we headed down to like this place where they had ropes. All we knew that we were gonna do some physical activity. We had to come like walk across this little rope and just trust each other. So it definitely taught me trust, it taught me communication. And then there was another one where they had us like, it was kind of like a zip line, but we had to jump onto the zip line.
All right, one thing you want to leave up there that doesn't serve you. Okay. What do you want to create this year?
Yeah, I get you.
Good network. All right, 100%. You're going to bend your knees and go for it. All right, whenever you're ready.
But I missed it by a lot, and that's because I wasn't focused on grabbing the thing. I was more focused on jumping the distance because I felt like I was too short. Once again, underestimating myself. Didn't learn anything from it. No, I'm just kidding. And then after that, we went to go eat lunch, and then from lunch we switched sides. So we're like a group of 100 people, so they split us in half. One group went to go do the physical activities, and then the other group, they had us like more sit down interactive lecture type thing. So Philip Folsom lectured us about, you know, how similar we are to wolves. So the 3 things are: 1, that we take care of each other; 2, multi-generational knowledge. You know, we learn everything we learn because an older generation taught it to us. And number 3, that everyone is so unique. Everyone brings different things to the table, and everyone is so special in their own way. And I think that taught me a lot about realizing that everyone has a huge impact on what you do, and to just meet new people, because people are not boring. Don't be afraid to talk to people because they might know someone that could help you. And that's another thing that they told us about was, you know, not being afraid to ask for help. You know, the fear of like, oh, they're gonna think that I'm dumb, it's so stupid. Because when you ask someone for help, they literally think that like, oh, you trust them enough for them to be advising you in this certain thing, or, you know, you make them feel powerful in the sense that you think they know so much more than you. And it just, don't be afraid to ask for help, because we're all a mosaic of each other, and in every sense we learn from each other. They taught us about like looking at ourselves culturally as a wolf pack. So there's the alpha wolf, there's the nanny wolf, the beta wolf, and the tracker wolf. So I'll put like a chart here where y'all can see that diagonally it's like the other person who completes you, like your other half. Because for example, I identify or whatever as the alpha wolf, you know, the person who wants to always take charge and, you know, is creative. But my weakness is that I tend to get distracted. I want to do so many things at once that I half-ass most of the things and don't have time to do enough. So the person diagonal for me would be like the tractor wolf, and they're very like their importance is efficiency, and they're very analytical, and they'll actually get shit done. Like they rather do one thing sufficiently rather than 1,000 things half-assed. So if you connect those people, you have a great team and you could get so much shit done together. Likewise with the nanny wolf, which is like the people pleasers, the people's people, the people that are resilient, but they lack conflict. They're so afraid of confronting people and so afraid of people not liking them back. And their counterpart would be the beta wolf, which is like the competitive wolf, who's like needs action, like I'm gonna get shit done. But they are impatient and they tend to like lead too fast, so people don't want to follow, like they just lost it. And I think knowing where you stand and who the other half of you is really good in working with teams and just in relationships. Knowing your weaknesses and your strengths and what you bring to people could get you far. And then they had us like play a blind dodgeball basically, but it wasn't like that intense.
Okay, hold on, wait. Jump to your right. Jump to your left. There you go! Go forward a little bit, forward. Squat, this way. Squat. Right there. There's literally right there. Now, turn to your right. And then, no, left. Okay, right. Go down. She's literally squatting. Now, throw it. Yeah!
Loki did get that intense, but they had us like throwing underhand. We're like paired up again and then just blindfolded, and our partner had to direct us on like where the ball was and like where to throw and where to aim. My aim sucks, so like that's key why we lost. But you know, it's obviously about communication.
Yeah, figuring out how to communicate and then like understanding that there's a ton of things that won't make sense anymore, right? Even though I said don't point, it doesn't help, and don't say over there, it doesn't help, or over here. Well, over here might help because they just follow your voice, but there are some things that just don't make sense anymore when we're doing this kind of stuff, which is also equivalent to how you might communicate with somebody who didn't grow up with the same things that you did. All the same stuff that you had wherever you're from, they might not be the same as somebody else's, but trying to tell them or being on the same, like being aligned on the same things might not be so easy.
And then after that, they separated us into like smaller groups where we did a group activity of just making an idea. So we had to plan and take action, and that's the biggest thing I took away from that. So many people have many different ideas, but if you never know which one's that $1 million idea, and those people who have those ideas are either too afraid to take action, or they always have people telling them like, oh no, that's a horrible idea. Like, don't be afraid to fail because there's nothing that could go wrong. Like, the only thing, like, you could only learn from your mistakes, and once you see life in that perspective, like, girl, you're unstoppable. Now to talk about more of like the business aspect of what makes a good team. First things first is alignment, making sure that everyone's on the same page. You know, everyone has a shared mission, shared values. You know, what are you doing, how are you doing it, and why are we doing it the way we're doing it. Once everyone in that team knows what they're doing, why they're doing it, how they're doing it, etc., and everyone's on the same page, everyone wants to grow and be successful together. And once everyone has that mentality, then you're bound to be successful. And next is kinship, you know, just building that connection that you have with everyone. And then from there is healthy conflict, you know, keeping each other accountable. And, you know, don't take it personal. Like, people are just trying to make you a better version of yourself. And I personally tend to like, oh, why is this person telling me to do this way? Like, no, they're just literally just trying to help you out. And then after that is sustainable thriving. You know, it was just a lot to unpack, and there's so much more that I didn't even include in this video. But yeah, if you guys ever decide to go to USC, definitely join that program. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.